Hello there everybody, this is the Masked Guy and it's time for something new. A Valley Without Wind. This is going to be the first of the three new games that I mentioned that I will be recording. I think I'll just start off with the tutorial thing and see how people react to that, and then, you know, if you like it, I'll go on and try and take on the first of the... I forget what they're called. Lieutenants? No. I'll get to it. Once I reach the world map, we'll find out what I'm looking for. Maybe even the first overlord if it goes that far. I don't know how many overlords in it, or maybe there's only one. I don't know that much about this game, but that's why I'm going to play it. I mean, I know I've clocked up about 7 hours of it over the past week when I've had no internet, but there's still, I haven't even scratched the surface yet. It's an absolutely massive game. And as far as I know, it's a kind of a, I don't know that many people who even know this game. So I'm just going to get right into it. Create a new world. No, YouTube, yeah. That works because they're on YouTube. All the difficulties are fine. They're all on the normal difficulty. It's kind of the middle one, then there's the easier ones and the harder ones. But yeah, I'll stick with the regular. Normal start. Yeah, that's what I want. And let's go. And you can, every time you die, you start off as a new person. You at the start you can only have Ice Age people, but once you go into more areas you unlock new time thingies, and each person has their own special powers. At the start you're not even going to need to consider that though, and you can just look at the stats and whichever you like. You know, the green ones usually are the kind of stronger stats, like this green 228 is better than all the other health values, but the attack at 90 is less. So usually kind of middle of the road people are pretty good. I mean, these two have 300 mana, so I'll go with this person because they have the best attack, the best mana shared with the other person, and pretty good health. Even though it's the lowest of this, but still, I'll survive. Kesia Dowdy. And you can rename your character if you want. So I'll have Barnacle Jane, just to start off with. I mean, you can rename every single character you play if you want. And this is the starting place. You begin with no spells or anything, and they all go into your inventory. Based on the fact that there's a 9-button inventory, you know, and there's a side-scrolling thing, it's not quite like... because it is kind of an open world thing, and you can break down background trees and stuff to pick up wood. But you don't like make things out of wood, you don't build houses or whatever. So it has like the inventory thing here, but there are a lot of differences between this. At first I thought it was going to be kind of like Terraria, but I was totally wrong. Seriously, like, I couldn't have been any more wrong if I tried. I mean, at the start, doing all this just takes a long time. Oh yeah, I'm going to go to the message log because it really just tells you how much damage you took from things and when you pick up items, but I don't care. I'm playing on the lowest resolution, so I need to see as much of the screen as possible. I'll keep the map in the corner, it's fine like that. Although, no, that takes up too much space and that's pretty much half the screen gone. So I'll keep it on the smallest map for now. And I'll just blow through all these. Oh yeah, I should explain. These little gravestones, they just kind of give you little tutorials. Explain things to you, but I've already done this, so there's no point. And you can also pick up things like granite and stuff that'll come up on your map. I'm not going to explain what every single little thing is. You can kind of pick it up yourself probably if you want to keep that close of an eye on the... oh yeah, I'm not going to go back there. Oh yeah, anyway, I just picked up these wooden platforms, but I'm going to set the middle click instead of right click, because the first two buttons are left, right and middle, and then the rest of them will just activate by pressing the corresponding number key. But the way I play it, actually I'm also going to set that to right click, and I'll have a ranged spell for the left click button when it comes to it. But you can place these on any place that has a background, like you can't put them there, they'll just fall down. And they'll land on the nearest part of an actual background wall. Oh, and it's got a featherweight enchant. You can put enchants on different parts of your body, and this one is a leg enchant. And it gives you immunity to falling damage and plus 20 mana. Blue bar is the mana, and green radar thing is health. And you can find ways of upgrading it and whatever. The planning button just kind of helps you things. It tells you, you know, everything you need to know really. And it tells you what you should do next and whatever. It's a great little tool. I never use it, but whatever. This is water. Water doesn't like you in this game. You take acid damage every time you stay in the water, because it's not regular water, it's acid water. And so it's not good. I mean, there are like enchants that you can get to make you immune. The reason I'm going down here now like a lunatic is to find this consciousness shards. Consciousness shards are currency. I mean, I never really find myself buying that much, but you can if you want. But I never bother, really. But I still collect as many shards as possible, just in case there is anything I need. Like you can buy spells and stuff, and enchants, which are handy. I never really bothered, but I should probably start looking into it. And now there's also, you might just be running along on the outside and you come across these places. Pretty much every building you see in the background, you can enter. And then it takes you into this. I mean, this is the kind of the room map up here. And then down here is the actual plan of the house or wherever you are. Like I'm on this floor, and then different doors take me into different areas. Like this one takes me back outside, but I'll come across more doors that are marked by the green things on the map. But anyway, I picked up an inner light enchant. This is only a minor one, so it's not as strong, but when equipped on torso, it emits light. And so that'll emit light for me. Also, these consciousness shards don't need to be in my inventory, so I'll put them up there for now, because you can't actually activate them in any way like you can with the spells. And I'll start off with going to this room. And now I'm in this part of it, and like it says 100% scouted because I can see the entire map now, but I've only visited 29% of it. Those grey rooms also are unimportant. It's not that I haven't been there before, it's that they're destroyed rooms, so when you go in there there's absolutely nothing. Like this is a destroyed room. And it's just this little area here. There's nothing to it at all. Those little wooden gravestone thingies, again, they don't actually serve any real purpose. Oh yeah, health upgrade. This is a warp room. You can use these to warp to different areas wherever there's a little flashy thingy down there like that. You can use them to, or even up here, there's a little flashy warp thing. You can also break all the background furniture, but there's no point. You don't get anything by by breaking most background entities. There are also these, the health, mana and attack. They take up enchant points, or upgrade points. Like as it says, I have 0 out of 10 currently in use, and this one will cost 3 because, oh yeah, I need to be at full health before I can use that. And yeah, that one is like a health upgrade 3, and there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know how high they go up, but it costs the corresponding amount of upgrade points, but you can only equip them in destroyed rooms or back at the settlement or warp rooms and stuff, but you can't equip them when you're kind of out in a zone. Yeah, that's that little miniature. Shit. Sorry, I just realised I forgot I wasn't recording by time. But actually this one doesn't matter, because I'm just going to play it until the end of the tutorial. So I don't actually need the time for this video, which is handy. I always forget to do the time though. Yeah, like this one is a mana upgrade 5, so that will cost 5 to use. I'll also take this one out of my inventory and put it like up here, just into the other pocket, because all you have to do is double tap and you can move at three times your regular speed, which is handy when you want to go places really, really fast, which you will need to do. It's not just one of these kind of useless spells that you think you'll never use. Like this, boom! In the big open areas that just go on for ages though, it's very handy. I'll hop down here. These are those little step things, all you have to do is press down and you can go through them. Also there are vents and holes in the wall that all you have to do is jump up and go into them, or else you can place a platform underneath if you want. Here we go, ball lightning. This is a ranged spell. It's not great, but at the start it'll take care of you. And now I can get out of here, because I have explored this entire area. But really, in most places like this one gives you things in different rooms. But usually the places you want to go to are the gold rooms. The ones that say stash. And they also usually have a portal that takes you out of the place. So once you've gone to the stash room, you can just leave and you'll be back outside. because that little main places, and just to save time instead of going to every single room of every single house you encounter, which is a massive waste of time and you will not need to do it. Oh crap, sorry, that's just a red slime. That's the thing, if you didn't have the spell then you wouldn't be able to progress, so that's just a little way of stopping you, but I just ran right into it not even thinking. And this is just in case you didn't get the inner light thing last time. Now I'll go up here and heal. Lovely. And now these are Ilari stones. You'll find them in the settlement. This one is just one that heals you and otherwise acts like a dick. It just like, I think all the neutral thingies based on the story of this game aren't very friendly towards others. And these are enemies. These are those little bouncy things that if they hit you they hurt you. But otherwise they're not too strong. Ugh. And there's also like elemental strengths and weaknesses, but they don't really matter all that much. And not in my experience. If you really wanted a planet then it probably would work, but I just haven't really bothered. So I'll show you now if I try and go down here a bit more, just in case you're wondering why I'm going into the cave instead of progressing. There's this, which has like 200% elemental resistance, so I can't actually hurt it. And it's just going to destroy me if I stay close to it. You can also use a fire touch as an attack spell instead of just breaking the trees down. But the ball lightning is better. At least until you get better spells, which I will do once I go underground. Because I'll be able to get new spells down here that will let me break that thing. Like all this background stuff, if you want to you can break it, but it actually serves no purpose whatsoever. Now just break this. I think I'm going to skip ahead to Underground Cavern 4, to where I want to be. Although actually I might need, no, I'll go through it all because I need to get stuff if I want to get all the spells here. Whoop. Enemies also always drop health pretty much all the time. Oh, I've accidentally killed one. Whoop. Yeah, a lot of spells too, they kind of actually course along the ground, I think. Yeah, like they kind of stay for a second and they actually travel along the surface. Oh, I'm gonna go up here first, and you see the bright green thing on my map is another kind of resource that I can mine or whatever. And here it is. And then orange. Oh no! Oh yeah, that's what I can use the lightning thing for. You can also use it for long jumping. I probably should have equipped my health upgrade and my mana upgrade, but it's a bit late now. Unless I find a warp room, which I will eventually. Now here are some proper enemies that can actually do some real damage to me. I mean, the ice skull jumpers aren't that much, but these guys are tough. If only my heads up display wasn't getting in my way. There we go. And like all the gravestones around here are just telling you to place platforms below you instead of diving blindly into loads of enemies, which I always have a habit of doing. But when I get better spells it won't even matter. I mean, it starts off pretty slow, but oh, don't worry, once I get things like the fireball and the leaf whip, then I'll be able to kill everything really, really fast. It takes some planning when you get new spells and stuff, just to look at them and see what they all do. But it's well worth it if you just take out a little, about 5 minutes to look at everything you have. Where am I going now? What's in here? I can't reach it by jumping, so I have to go up this way. Oh yeah, there's a boss in here. Well, actually there's two bosses in there. But I can't get at them. There's those big skulls, but there's another one of those slimes that stops me. But you can actually see the boss right there. It's a big dark looking bat thing. But I can't get at it. So let's go over here instead. Ah, get away. And there's also regular bats. Oh yeah, there's stuff up here too that I can... Oh no! Go away! There's stuff up here that I can mine as well. Go back! Ah, I didn't need to place that after all. Oh well. One more to get me up here. And I think that's everything I can pick up. Perhaps I should actually get rid of the frames per second overlay on tracks. Oh yeah, there's just a regular red line, so I can break that one. I know where this takes me. Oh, I think this might just be a dead end. Oh no, there's a door. This makes it number 4. Oh yeah, I think I'm going around in circles a bit now. Yeah, because I have been down here already. I'll break this. Oh yeah. I know where I am now. Let's kill this guy. Whoa. Yeah, like I can hardly them with the fire touch as well, but it's just not very good. Because people don't usually use that as an attack spell. Because this is not very smart. Like I'll be able to use all these different minerals and stones or whatever for different spells. Also making other things, but mainly spells. Whether making them or upgrading them. You need them for both. There we go, that's everyone.